What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvid, and today we're back on the Pokemon Showdown server. I'm gonna be using this team by I don't even know what this shit is, guys. It's not very good, but it is fun. And it has a Blaziken and a Scolipede on there. The Scolipede, I've played a few games with the Scolipede. Has not done anything, not even one time. But that's why we must use it. We're on the lower ladder right now, so if there's anywhere, actually, I don't think that's true. If there's anywhere it would perform, it'd probably be more mid ladder, which I consider like 1700s ish, low 1800s. I don't know. I guess mid ladder would be 16 to 17. But because other people are just as wacky around this part, and they're still working on their skills and consistency, it's very hard to read. The logic applied to each turn sometimes isn't the best. And I need, because this has no walls, it's just set up and go. There is none. The Pokemon don't have the best synergy, so it's not like if I get this thing will destroy for this, and it's all right, but it's not amazing synergy. So because I tried it, like half the team's wall by Pex, half the team's wall by Metal. It's as old as like almost nothing is killing it except Blaziken, and then it'll just kill everything back. So Landorus and all that. So I'll have to really think properly in order to succeed. And in this one, I'm looking at either, what's the most probable? Dragapult is quite dangerous here. Rillaboom, Lecky, obviously. Scolipede does not have Mega Horn. I can see cases for Poison Jab too, but I'm really missing Mega Horn. Blaziken is lethal. Okay, so I didn't even form a game plan there, which is sloppy. That was sloppy of me. So let's formulate one right now, which I never suggest y'all do. Formulate a game plan on the fly. You should go into the game already locked in. Game plan locked in. If I SD, probably if I had a Mega Horn, then this would be different. Because I just Swords Dance here, Force Ferrothorn or Landorus, and then Aqua Tail or Mega Horn. Either one would work, because if you give me Ferrothorn, then I destroy you with the Rillaboom. If you give me Landorus, I destroy you with the Lecky. So I'm thinking if I go Blazy, I don't know anything about this Magnezone, so if it's it's leftovers, okay. In which case, okay, I'll SD. I'll take a ton from Thunderbolt or Volt Switch, but that's fine. You get pressured heavy. Yeah, depends on what kind of Landorus is that crit might have mattered. So now obviously Lecky destroys him, and he knows that. So Pelipper would make almost no sense. I think you have to Ferrothorn. The question is, because if he goes Ferrothorn and I go Lecky, it puts me in an awkward spot. I'm still gonna go Lecky. He goes Pelipper. Okay. So this is what you don't want. You don't want me Volt switching on your Ferrothorn, because this puts you in a very awkward position. Because you're super Rillaboom weak, and you can't even switch. You can go Pelipper, but it's just super risky, and now you're at the mercy of the of the Lecky and the Grassy Glide. So so now I just Thunderbolt. I don't even need to switch. I Volt switch now. No, I want Magnezone, and Magnezone can't harm me. Yeah, because now I get to VS. I doubted VS. He could. VS makes sense for. Come on, man. But in hindsight, I was gonna say maybe I should have thunderbolted again and then just sacked the Scolipede, but I didn't expect to get crit there, and the rain ended. So, you know, I think what I did made sense because Scolipede would be alive. Well, no, I should have thunderbolted there and forced the Barraskewda to come in. So now I'm forced to go boom. He can't go hard Magnezone or he loses. Pelipper gets 8. So he has to sack something else. It's gonna be zone, which means you guarantee lose. That means you never should have switched the Weavile out if you were gonna go zone like this, because now you have nothing to stay in. Like the Weavile was already in. An Ice Shard isn't killing, so yeah, unless it was Sash. Yeah, that's what I said with the. You want to make sure you find out the sequences. We got to get our points back. It's been a minute, but and the team lost like 3 games when I was using it. Which means I actually was a lot higher than I expected. I want to nab 1700, so I want to grab these games really quick. But you don't want to have the Ferrothorn in. You don't want to have Pelipper in and not think about what happens if I go to my Lecky, because the spikes and the rocks were up. And that's what I actually lost a few of the games. So for a situation like that, you say, okay, there's a 0% chance you go Pelipper because of how much downside there is to that. And they go to the thing without thinking about the downside. And I remember, right, I'm in mid-ladder, which is why I'm saying this team would probably perform a little better maybe in the 1700s. I know I could read I know their decisions will be a bit more critical versus like, oh, well, I want a Defox, so let me go to Pelipper without considering what happens if he goes Lucky. What ended up happening, I Volt Switch, boom, 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 and 3 turns, and you're like, oh shit, I have nothing for the Rillaboom, and I don't realize that until the moment of. And I have to sort of play off the opponent a bit with this style of team because it's just, there's no walls. So if I don't make almost the perfect play every turn, I go Amon down. And that's a big deal. So he has a Blissey on this and quite a few Lucky checks, so it's not gonna be Lucky's gonna be in the back on like some, you know, if I need you type shit, but it's not gonna be my primary go-to guy. I don't actually have a primary go-to guy. Maybe Hazards plus Scolipede. Maybe. Blaziken maybe. With probably not a Swords Dance, probably just a straight up attack. I just don't know how I'm gonna get around the Scizor plus Dragonite combination. But if I can force I know what I'll do. It doesn't seem like Skarm's gonna go down super easily here. So I can overwhelm with Dragapult. If it's a defensive Scizor, then Dragapult can annihilate his team by itself, especially with his own psychic terrain. So phase 1 is going to require hazarding, mindless Elise Landers, because I'm pretty sure this is your hazard control, so that wasn't a great lead on your end. Yeah, because nothing you can go to other than Dragapult or it goes Dragonite, which is odd. I doubt you have like Fire Blast or something, so oh well, I beg to differ. So that's not good. What the fuck? Heavy Duty Boots Flamethrower, bro. I mean, I know where I'm at on the ladder, so I expect things of this nature, but shit, doesn't mean I like it. I wanted to go Lecky and spin, but I'm pretty sure, well, no, that's what would be the hazard control? The Scizor. So he just U-turn out, but I really don't want these rocks up, and I need the Dragapult to come in at almost full. So if I go Dragapult here and I Dragon Dart straight up and he goes hard Lele, what is my alternative? Yeah, I have to go hard Dragapult and hope that he goes to Blissey. If I DD, yeah, it goes hard Blissey. Not expecting me to be physical. I figured as much. So that does open up hope now for my Lecky. Especially because now, yes. So he's actually not heavy duty boots, and he took 26 from the darts. Man, I cannot. I'd be pissed if he gets the defog off here because I could Fire Blast kill him, but Dragapult is so important. So let's say he is banded and you'd probably see Fear Phantom Force. 26%. That's not a lot of damage. I just cannot have Dragapult taking a ton of health here. Losing a ton of health here. Life Orb, Adamant, Scizor, all you Fizdef, Dragapult, oh you offensive pivot, man. I need that physical Life Orb shit. Double Dragon Dance. My Fire Blast. Oh, he Bullet Punches shit. I'm gonna have to play. Look, yo, watch this genius that has to go down. I'm gonna have to spin. And I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fucking grassy terrain my shit back. Like, if I went Blaziken there, I'd have been in the fucking. I'd be gold. Gold, is that what I'm trying to say? I'd be in the clear. I think that's what I've really tried to say right there. What do I do here? So I'm gonna go to Boom. Oh, he's fifth. Yes, this is actually best case. Yes. Knock. I mean, he goes to Blissey here. Yeah, it's Knock here. If he goes Dragonite, goes Landorus. I know he doesn't have Defog, so Landorus is great because it allows for Blissey to not be able to come. I'm gonna Knock again to make sure he's on rocks, so like my Regieleki can kill him with Ancient Power next. Yeah. We're gonna have to give up young Scully here, methinks, or young Blazy. Blazy. Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide does not win. Yeah, let him Psychic. Actually, why the fuck? No, I needed to let him Psychic there. What the fuck else is I gonna do? I mean, I'd have to sack 2 Mons anyway. Yeah, I'll just hopefully he goes hard Lando, but I don't think he was expecting Ancient Power. Give me a boost. Please give me a boost. I'm gonna need a boost right now. Regieleki, you never get it. I'm glad he switched there, because if he stayed in to just take the value with the Lecky with the so this is what I was talking about with his own psychic terrain, because now I mean, it's still far from, like, it's still such a hard game to win because let's see, Scolipede, physical. Yeah, I just think Scolipede is gonna has more potential than that's not good. But I needed to go for because he's not orb. I lose. Him not being orb there. Yeah, him not being orb there means I lose, because I don't think I'm faster than the. Oh shit! What the fuck is his item then? Oh well. Ancient Power on the ouch. Yeah. Okay. So I got destroyed by the DD. Well, I guess what else would he be? I didn't think he wouldn't be Life Orb. I don't know what else his item could be. I didn't think he could. Well, what could he be if he's not Life Orb? So I figured, okay, well, if he brings in the Dragapult, he gets 2 kills, Life Orb, and I'd have what, Scolipede and Lecky. So if I use Lecky to break down his Dragonite, because I don't know if his Dragonite would even have a ground move. Fierce Flamethrower, I mean, who knows what the fuck that is. Now I'm facing some weirder shit. But that's the danger of this part of the ladder, man, as I mentioned. And Scolipede once again didn't do anything. I think if we just had a normal Pokemon here, it'd be a little different, but we're not changing Scolipede out for shit. I'm trying to think for what I don't know what the fuck I'm running into. I think I can solo this team with Skyrim, to be honest. Skyrim, Blaziken. I'm gonna play it. Watch this. Let me watch. I actually wanted to catch his Ditto, but okay. I'm actually glad that I only rocked Magic Code as a 24. All right, let's play this out. Let's play this out. What the fuck, bro? What the? I'm sick and tired of these weird ass fucking dudes with these weird ass fucking teams doing weird ass shit. What the fuck, bro? Flamethrower? Like, did you come trying to counter this? Is this a strategy? I actually annoyed me just now. That legitimately like kind of annoyed me, right? Like, what the fuck, bro? And then this genius goes to Eldegoss. Like, what the fuck, bro? So we're in a VS here. I know Eldegoss isn't doing shit, but well, rapid spinning anyway. Let's see if he actually was gonna risk me Specs blasting. Huh. Pretty sure you die. Dragon darts with a 2 kill anyway. Trying to see if he has any. So I'll fire blast here on the off chance he tries to go to shed. To yeah. So me roast that shit. These kinds of teams are dangerous, youngins. So it's funny because he could like counter sweep me if I didn't have a Rillaboom. Well, Rillaboom might not live. But I had the DD there. There's just no way around that. I keep my Skyrim here. Them darts. If I wasn't burnt, then you know I'd cuss that Brave Bird. Actually, that burn mattered a lot. I could cuss that Brave Bird. Let's glide twice on the off chance I somehow die. I need to stall even further. Banded darts. Rillaboom has solid defense. Dragapult. Adamant +1. Rillaboom. OU choice band. Dragon darts. Guaranteed kills. Okay, no, I'm choice band. No, that's life 4 plus. So Dragon darts does 81 to 96. It could. So if he gets the roll, I want to make sure that yo guys, I swear it's been like this all fucking day, man. Oh, fuck the roll, bro, because I mean we just crit shit. So that was a big the burn. If the burn wasn't there, I'd have sacked Scolipede instead. Actually, maybe not even Scolipede. I'd have sacked something else. Maybe Blaziken's kind of good too. And I'd sack something else, cuss that, come in, Brave Bird, then I'd Grassy Glide, so he couldn't stay in. The crit, now you could, risk the roll, all that. You can't really control the burn, nor can you control the roll, so you have to do what you have to do. With Pulse, in Pulse's case, I have to Dragon Dance, otherwise I'm not getting anywhere. Or one of these have to boost. And all of them can counter sweep me. I think Pult is the least likely to counter sweep because he has to Dragon Darts lock. Yeah. So now like it's just guaranteed, just nonsense. Okie doke. I guess that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. What am I don't even have anything to hit him with. So fantastic. We're still gonna roll out with this squad. I picked it, so okay, we're facing an actual team. Let's see what this guy's points are. Let's see. Well, at least the team is, so I can generally assume what most things are capable of doing. What they will do, we never know, but capable. Then that's a different story. Fucking knockoff flamethrower, bro. You can't make this shit up. Uh, you know, my fucking Scolopy is gonna do something today. I can tell I'm aggravated because I did not do a game plan in this one, which, as I said, is never to be done. Like, I always have a game plan, my boys, my guys. It'd be absolutely dumb as shit to ever not leave your Zapdos into Volt Switch here. Primarily because if the Zapdos goes down, you open up my Rillaboom tremendously. And I literally, as I was switching, I was like, you know, Jam, even if he does go to the Mammoth, you can just pivot to the Skarm there. You get more leverage if you double to Skarm. But I'm like, there's no way in hell you just waste the Zapdos. But he did. He was going to, especially when he has 2 ground types, so like he's not that dangerous to where you need to throw your Zapdos away. So now I know for sure he's gonna leave it in, and that's gonna matter later on versus Scolipede, because as you see, 70%. Yep. Okay, the game's probably over by now anyway, to be honest with you. That's a big deal. He has a Finny and a Melmetal, you know. Just these are the things that I talk about. Like these are the things that I'm talking about. Now, interestingly enough, Scolipede low-key can win if you didn't have a Garchomp. So I'm thinking, for me to prevail, I'd need this Finny battered down. For this Finny to be battered down, I need the Phantom Force here. For my Blaziken. My Blaziken can maybe pull something off. Okay, let's go Scully. He drainings. He should hard switch, yeah. I'm not gonna do shit to this, but I can open up for Grassy Glide. She did a lot more than I expected. Well, Grassy Glide's a real legitimate issue now. So I'll try to force the issues. My Melmetal is my Blaziken is Jolly, so I don't think I even have a chance versus the Mammo. I mean Adamant, so it's a speed tie at best. Oh, he actually goes Finny, which is a misplay. I don't know why he went Finny there. That's a horrible play. That's like a horrible play. His Rillaboom took nothing from my Grassy Glide. I think I'd have to. I'm saying, like, assuming he U-turns here. What would need to happen? I'd have to Swords Dance. U-turn sack. Actually can't even go play. Oh my god. Like, that just made me look like the second coming, man. Like, what the fuck? Drain punch. But Drain Punch didn't even make sense. This is what I'm saying. The danger, man. These guys are dangerous. Their lack of knowledge is their biggest asset. Dangerous guys right there. Like, if you have U-turn, Drain. So now I don't know what's coming, because I still can't risk. Now that I got to keep the Dragapult, like, I can't just willy-nilly let it go. So if I double the Blaziken here, he's gonna Scald, and I have to risk my my Rillaboom getting burnt. But I don't have a choice. So he glides now. Come on, are you fucking serious, dude? Give me a fucking break, man. That's a big fucking deal, yo. So if it didn't crit there, I'd Swords Dance for sure. Now I'm not sure. Because if he switches to Finny, I get nothing out of this. Oh my fucking god, bro. I don't even know what his life form. So yeah, I think he's gonna stand. Yeah, thank god. They didn't even Grassy Glide. I don't know what is possessing this, and why is he slower than my Blaziken? I don't know. Like, there's so many things that just don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. So here, as I said, he should Scald. I'm going to risk a burn. So if I were to say go Polt, because my Blaziken is too low. Like, it's not sweeping, I know that. Ice Shard or Chomp's not getting one shot. So if I were to give up, because what I'm thinking about here is the leverage for Grassy Glide. If I come in and I don't get burnt, he loses a Mon, and I can switch stall. Because I need all my Mons. If I give Blaziken away, go to Rillaboom. My Grassy Glide. Let's say his Chomp is Rocky Helmet, then I think I would lose anyway. Let's say that it is not, which I doubt. I mean, what is his rocker? The Chomp might be Helmet. I'm going hard Rillaboom. If he burns, so be it. Have Surf, bro. Surf's a real man. Okay, he has Draining Kiss. I'll take that. Take that to the bank. So Banded Rillaboom, unless he's like max Chomp. If he has Scald, that was always the play there. You never Draining Kiss there. There's no need. There's just no need. You're never surviving the Grassy Glide anyway. So let's say I Thunder Punch and I take off most of your health. Like, what you want there is for, let's see what the Chomp is. Okay, is it Helmet? No. So that was the last obstacle. He has to go back to Finny, or Mamo. If the Mamo is Jolly Ice Shard, I don't think I had a chance anyway. If it's like Jolly Ice Shard Banded, that's the only way he'd outspeed my Rillaboom and knock me out. But I'm thinking, okay, if that's the case, he's Jolly Life Orb Ice Shard. Let's see how much this does anyway. Mamoswine, OU Choice Band. Ice Shard from Adamant Choice Band would kill me for sure. From Jolly Choice Band, it's very low chance. Fuck it. Gone. So that's the whole game there, man. That was from the Zapdos turn. You're probably like, Jab, yo, you can't predict these guys, bro. It's not about predicting, man. They have the edge team wise. Scolipede is a non-Pokemon. Regieleki's a non-Pokemon in that game because he has 2 ground types. So I'm essentially playing with 4 Mons, really 3, because Skarm is gonna die. So I'm like, okay, how can I get the most mileage out of this? Because if he didn't play that let's say that the edge he got in the beginning, if he had just played that how he should have played the game, it would have been very hard for me to win. But he just tossed the Zapdos away, which made Rillaboom a huge issue. Alright, and then he tossed the Rillaboom away, which made Rillaboom a bigger issue. But that's the reason he got the leverage in the first place, because he was willing to toss them away, and I didn't consider him doing that. And so it put me in a bad spot. So it's like, it pays off in the short term, but over term, something I've said over the years, your plays will catch up to you. So that's why I always encourage people to make good decisions up front, and why I'm explaining so much why something may work in the short term, but it's not a good decision, because then you're going to make that same poor decision over and over and wonder, why can't I get anywhere? So you really want to think about, okay, what's my objectives? Let's break this down. What's my objective here? First, we got to do the 2 questions. What can he guard against? He has no ghost resist, right? While I'm not like Spec Shadow Ball or anything like that, it still matters. It still matters. I guards pretty well against Rillaboom, I'd say, with Volcarona, Noivern, and really only one thing that can be one-shot by it in terms of the Finny. Doesn't guard amazingly versus Lecky, but once you have a ground type, he's pretty much Lecky. He's useless until that ground type leaves. And he has a backup check in Rillaboom. So the only thing it really one-shots is the Finny, once again. What's Scolipede? Scolipede, upon Swords Dance, is actually quite dangerous. It has the potential to one-shot every member of his team, depending on if I'm intimidated, all that. So Scolipede is very dangerous. Blaziken, very dangerous as well. Can one-shot everything on his team, depending. And Skarm's merely just hazard setting. And what's his hazard control? Likely Finny or Noivern or Landorus. So what can we guard against? We can't guard against Volcarona if we allow Leviathan to to be destroyed. So that's actually like a defensive thing. We cannot guard against the Aegis Slash at all. We can't guard against Dragon. Can't guard against anything. And so that being said, I have to go full on throttle because we have nothing for anything. So we have to beat him before he beats us. So phase 1, because I'm gonna try to sweep him with the Dragapult or the Blaziken. Why do people just mindlessly lead Landers? Like, he's gonna just rocks too, yeah. So here comes the part where he U-turns out, and I guess I could have stopped his rocks, but if he U-turned, I get no leverage. So this is always the best play. Like if he U-turned at the turn I taunted him to stop rocks, it would be the same situation, but I'd only have rocks up and he'd have none, which is great. I goes Finny. It doesn't have an item, so this is likely choice Hydro coming my way. I don't think I get one shot from that. There's no way you're doing 95%. So part of me wants to just Brave Bird hard because this Finny is maybe the only impediment to my Dragapult. At that point I could just Dragon Darts freely, unless the Aegis Slash has Shadow Sneak. But the other thing is that if he Hydros, he's gonna bring me to Custap, and I could have gotten another spike up. So I'm gonna spike. He does Trick. This only matters if he has so I'll go Lecky because not gonna die to any one hit, but also if he has fucking Trick Defog. That's the only thing I thought about. I was like, but who would run Trick Defog? Clearly this guy. That's super annoying. I'm actually really annoyed by that. So we're gonna get rocks back up. Predictable Landers. Here we go again. I'm actually really annoyed by that. I'm actually really annoyed by that. Trick Defog. These guys, man. So it would have been better there to actually Brave Bird. But I mean, Trick fucking Defog. Like of all the mons that could be your Defogger, you have a Trick Defog Finny. Hey, but it is what it is, man. Your boy's here. So funnily enough, I'm gonna position myself in a way. I'm gonna go Lecky here because he's never Earthquaking. I need to do some shit other than Earthquake. And so what this does is allows me to go back to Skarm, because how he got the leverage there was I have your Skarm locked in the rocks. If it was spikes, I could get him up infinitely. Now my Skarm has 393 and he's about to get obliterated unless he goes hard Aegis Slash. Annihilation. So I guess he forgot that he tricked me to Scarf, or he just didn't expect Brave Bird. But one of the biggest threats in my team is now just a memory. I'm gonna just Brave Bird away. I don't have anything to switch into Ghost, and I want to see what kind of AG is if he specs. Well, it doesn't show that he specs, but if he's special. I mean, he could still have what's it called? What's the move? Shadow Sneak, which matters because now my Dragapult can just straight up win the game. You want to hold, so Lecky's never an option because that just gives full leverage back to him if he goes hard Landers. So you want to hold positions that the opponent cannot defend against. So we don't see an item, don't want to assume it's choice because of that. Let's say we go Blaziken, or we Flare Blitz hard. That would maybe allow us to kill Noivern. Maybe Noivern could come in and pretend and he'd get killed back. If we go Dragapult, gives him the free switch and Affinity. So the most dangerous member at this point is actually Rillaboom, because it ensures value. If he goes to the Landers, comes in and I knock his item off, and I get to position back the Scolipede. He's so toxic, has to be Earthquake and U-turn. So speed tier wise, unless he goes to Noivern, so it goes to Aegis Slash. Okay. That's actually not a bad play. Which makes me think he's choiced because the grassy terrain is up. So he's like, okay, I'll just eat this. So he's definitely offensive based on what that did. So he's probably specs, which means I don't have to be concerned about. The Landers got hit. So I think right now Polt wins. I'm not sure how much Vinny takes from Phantom Force with no HP. Does it matter? We have to hold positions that cannot be defended. So we're gonna go with this, and we're going to. Man, if I miss the Fire Blast, that's horrible. I'm gonna darts. If he goes hard finish, so be it. Be a really. Oh, he fucking wasn't choicing that as shadows. That's what we were talking about earlier. But I mentioned it and I didn't act on it, so it's my own fault, right? Goes Landers. I don't get this at all. I don't get this at all. I don't get. Maybe he thought he could intimidate me. Like he kind of wins now. I think it one-shots Noivern. If the Rillaboom is Swords Dance, I'm in a bind. So I'm thinking if I'm gonna just give up the Bolt. Yeah, he glides Life Orb. So if he got the free Swords Dance there, I would be in a bind. So I could go hard Blaziken here. The issue with Blaziken is that Noivern boost, speed boost, and then Noivern comes in. So this gives me a lot more leverage. If he leaves it in, he can't kill me because he's Life Orb. He doesn't have U-turn. If he switches, he has to take a Banded U-turn, which gives Lecky the free switch. I mean, I guess he could go back to the Rillaboom, but now he's playing with grassy terrain turns, and he has to come in on a grassy glide. I mean, he has to come in on a Thunderbolt, which actually does quite a bit. Plus dealing with Life Orb. So there's the Noivern. I don't know how much this does. So I'm thinking I could Volt Switch, sack Blaziken. Volt Switch, sack Blaziken. Come back in, Volt Switch, and then it's Rillaboom versus Finian. Yeah, I actually like that a lot more. It's hard to say whether I would have killed the Thunderbolt. Not confident. Super Fang. So it seems to be some weirdo shit. So that means if you're a Super Fang, I want to go back to Lecky badly here, but I'm just gonna stay in Dragon Claw. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. And I'm barely faster too, which Blaziken, you slow ass motherfucker. Actually, my player is to close combat. If he randomly goes Rillaboom, like I have no business Thunder Punching here. So yeah, so that's all we needed. Because now he's forced to Life Orb Glide, which allows me to U-turn. Unless he has some random U-turn this whole time. But we U-turn here, we try to catch Finny. We don't try to catch Finny, we guarantee catch Finny. We Volt Switch, and then we're back. Okay, excellent. So yeah, okay. Man, look how much points we lost, guys. So this team's interesting. I wouldn't recommend it. Not take the Scolipede off. Like the Scolipede, literally. I mean, and you know how I love using random stuff. The Scolipede, that earthquake damage it got just now was probably the most I've ever seen it do. Like that might be the first time it's ever attacked. It's horrible. So I take the Scolipede off. It's still not a great team. Maybe you can just change up the sets a bit. You know, Specs Polt would be better on this team, I'm pretty sure. All those things, but we just may do what we got. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the future. Peace.